Is it wrong to date a 25-yo, winner 53?
Welcome to _dating_advice. Please keep the rules of _dating_advice in mind while participating here. Try your best to be kind. Report any rule-breaking behavior to the moderators using the report button. If it's urgent, send us a message. We rely on user reports to find rule-breaking behavior. Quickly, thanks, I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit if you have any questions or concerns.
I'm 25 and my mom is 53, so I find this weird ass.
I can't date anyone around the same age as my kids, so that'd be a huge no for me.
Wrong, no. You can do whatever you want with whoever you want. Is it incredibly creepy and weird? Yes, a 53-year-old chasing a 25-year-old will always be weird. You do what makes you happy, and what anyone else has to say about it.
I'll bet real money the young guy is aggressively pursuing her.
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty gross from the outside looking in, but wrong, not really.
When I was 22, I was messing around with 48-year-old cougar. The best sex ever.
F53 dates M25, a bit creepy. M53 dates F25, lol, call the police. That's basically, how long did you groom her? She's just in it for the money. The double moral is strong in these kinds of posts.
Yeah, this is a tad creepy. I'd say the same if it were a man your age and a woman his age.
So weird that when girls post asking if they should date an older man, they are warned about every possible red flag in existence and predatory behavior and lack of generational compatibility with. No context at all. Leave that boy alone, you creep.
As an older woman 48F who regularly dates young men, I say this is not weird. However, some people think it is.
Not at all. I'm a guy, and when I was 27, I had a serious crush with a 5-for-yo Scottish woman. She was so sophisticated, fit, and well-traveled, actually. Half of the guys in the office tried to flirt with her. Now I'm 50, and often girls in his 20s give me like in the date apps, just go for it.
Go for it. Leave him better than you found him.
I wouldn't even date a 5-yo at 40. They don't get my pop culture references or share my experiences in life very often, and they just look like kids to me. I can't help but remember how emotionally shallow I was at that age and doubt that I could have a real connection with a 5-yo. She's a consenting adult. It's not inherently wrong, but I immediately wonder what kind of damage has you both looking for 3% of a relationship with a person you're very unlikely to ever have the whole real love and future with. And I expected a 5-yo to be short-sighted and reckless, but why is a 5-3-yo taking gambles with people's hearts like that? By that age, you should know that keeping it casual never lasts.
1/2 plus 7 man, 34 years old and above.
Have fun and enjoy yourself just like your mom said. I never quite understood why people would say things when older people date younger people. Both are consenting adults. Let them do what they want if it doesn't harm anybody.
Personally, not a problem if just having fun. It's no one's business. I was 25 and sleeping with a 52-year-old woman, who looked mid-30s. We both had a lot of fun and I learned a lot. But at the end of the day, we knew it was just fun and casual. We ended it when she met someone closer to her age and there was no hard feelings.
No, you're both fully grown adults, and it's nobody's business. I don't care what the anti-age gap Redditors say, who ironically support LGBT rights. If two fully grown adults are dating, there is nothing wrong with it, even if there is an age gap.
I'm the 53 woman and he is the 5-yo man.
I've dated younger women before. I was attracted to them as PPL, rather than their age difference. I think the biggest discrepancy was she was like 24 and I was 42. We were work friends and it just evolved. Live short. If someone makes you happy, go for it. Don't worry about what other PPL say.
Go for it. Lots of guys like older girls. I used to be one of them, but now I'm old myself too. Have fun.
Yes.
I use the camping analogy when dealing with age gaps. Understand that you won't be staying forever. And that's okay as long as you leave the campsite as good or better condition than you found it. If you are both consenting, understanding, and comfortable with the limits of the relationship, there's no reason you can't participate in the relationship you want. Just understand it is almost certain that you, them, or circumstances will change, and so will your relationship.
Just imagine if you both met 10 years ago. You two would have even more time to spend together.
It's not creepy or weird. Other PPL are just haters.
Men do it all the time. Go for it. The only wrong thing about this is writing R instead of R.
I genuinely didn't start this post for a debate. I was just trying to ask if PPL could understand how a 5-yo could hang out with a 53-yo, and how we could get along so well. Nobody is using anybody. He buys dinner. I buy dinner. We just vibe. I started the post because I really felt like it was an oddity we got along so well.
I was 26. My best friend showed up with his new 23-year-old girlfriend on his arm. I told him he had a catch. He said, "No, you need to meet her mom." Her mom was 45, so I went. She was awesome. We dated for years.
It's not illegal, but it's really weird. You already know that though since you're asking that question.
Enjoy.
Why even care? Have fun to bear. You yourself are bringing attention to this situation. Who cares what others think? They're not living your own personal life, plus life is short. If anyone don't like it, who cares?
I've had plenty of men half my age or less chase me, and it's simply not something I'm interested in, at all. When I date, I do so for long-term commitment, and I guarantee you the vast majority of lads in their 20s chasing older women are doing it for one of 4 reasons. They struggle to meet women their own age and think older women are desperate and lack self-esteem, so they're an easy target. They're porn-brained and trying to tick a box or fulfill a fantasy. Women their own age or looking for commitment, and they think older women aren't, or they're place-holding until a woman their own age they're attracted to and prepared to commit to comes along, and they'll dump the older one in a heartbeat to get married and have kids. None of those scenarios ever works out well for the older woman. I suppose if you're both only looking for sex it's maybe okay, but be prepared to be judged as a predator, because it's a significant age gap and you're at totally different stages of life, and people will judge you, or they'll feel sorry for you for being gullible enough for falling for one of the above scenarios. Strong, empowered women don't do this stuff. It's kind of desperate and reeks of self-esteem issues. I don't do casual sex though, so I'm biased. No interest in catching an untreatable or incurable STD I've managed to avoid for this long, or stroking the ego of some arrogant fool who thinks he's God's gift in bed. In my experience, sex is always better, more fun and more rewarding with a long-term partner who is genuinely into you and knows what you like.
It is not wrong. The reason I find this annoying is because it's already so hard to find a girlfriend, boyfriend, that you like and get along with, etc. And people have to start throwing in age as a factor too. If both people are 18 consenting adults, then it doesn't matter.
You're both adults, so you can do what you do want. Personally, I wouldn't advise it since you're more than double his age.
You aren't wrong. It's just the patriarchy chimming in on you from time to time. If they men can do it, then so can women, period.
If both parties are of legal consenting age and consent, then it is no one's business but theirs.
You can do what you want, but people can also find it kinda creepy.
No, definitely not. My neighbor is a 50-year-old man trapped in a 20s body. He's dating a woman with 3 children in her 40s. They just go together. I hear dumb people say all kinds of dumb things on any subject, with zero thought put into it. I hear masses reiterate the same things without thinking, why should this be any different?
Don't let others dictate your happiness. Keep living your life and enjoying your connection. Just be prepared for the inevitable backlash.
Funny how it's okay when it's a cougar.
if you're both happy. I say the haters, you're both adults, knowing Reddit. Half the people saying, oh my god 25 is too young, are probably still under 30 themselves.
Those opinions or thoughts about you and ignore them, then do it if it makes you happy. Just know the boundaries and where your plans lie ahead.
My mom and aunt is 53 and I'm just thinking of her dating a guy younger than her daughters. And I'm sorry but it's just weird and creepy. Of course, you do you. If you're happy but whatever. I think it still comes down to do what makes you happy, but you did ask for everyone's opinion. Also I'd queered you call him grown boy. So even you see him as a boy.
Yea, very perverted. Legally okay doesn't mean morally okay.
It's definitely creepy and weird. I would judge that 53-year-old heavily. I'd assume they were trying to take advantage of and use the 25-year-old because the only fun they're having is fucking. They likely have very little in common. I would wonder what's wrong with the 53-year-old that they can't find someone their own age. Wonder what happened to that 25-year-old that they're obviously taking their mommy/daddy issues out on some middle-aged coworker or random. Is it illegal? No, the 25-year-old is an adult. A younger one, sure, but an adult nonetheless. But yeah, they're both going to be judged heavily and it's probably a good thing they are. Your happiness matters very little to strangers if it's predicated on some really fucked up shit.
I just want to note, the promotion ad right under Op's post is for Age of Origins. Oh, the irony. Live your life, Op. I know most people say youngest is half your age plus 7 or something. But you two are consenting adults. Do what you'd like?
Yeah, it's wrong.
My great uncle was 90 and his wife was 45. Enjoy yourself, if it makes you too happy. No one else's opinions should matter.
It's creepy and weird but you do you. At the end of the day Reddit will always be here so you can update us and everyone will learn their lesson.
Yeah, it's fucking weird and you'd be a creep. Anyone telling you otherwise is just wrong. People on Reddit say the dumbest shit sometimes.
Well, it seems predatory just like it would the other way around, but it's not weird to me TBH.
It's creepy. End of story.
If you're 53 still asking your mom if your relationship is okay, you should probably get therapy before a relationship.
Yes, next question.
Yes, very wrong.
Not wrong, frankly creepy for me. Are you looking for a short-term fling? The odds are in favor of that given the age difference.
Yes.
Have your age plus 7.53 2 equals 26.5. 26.5 plus 7 equals 33.5. It does not pass. Also, just think about it. You all are in very different life stages. 25 is like getting your feet wet being an adult. 53 is your sort of winding down from it.
You're not wrong. Ageism is alive and well in our society. It makes a lot of people uncomfortable in the same way homosexuals did or multi-race couples. Why should two adults be allowed to do something that makes them happy and doesn't hurt others after all? Rolling eyes face, rolling eyes face. We should also agree that there's also a lot of jealousy being projected on you by others. Haters gonna hate.
If you have to ask, can't be that right. If you're already feeling shame, wonder why that it is.
Yes, that's creepy and weird. Stop.
Wrong, no. Creepy and weirdo, yes. Sounds like he has a mommy fetish or is just unable to pick up girls his own age.
I was 26 with a 46 and the best 6 months of my life.
Date who you want, you only live once. It's your life, not anyone else's.
Do you?
Nothing wrong at all.
I mean I'm 26F and having FWB with a 50 meters so have fun.
Bruh, this serious MILF territory. I'm just a guy on Reddit. But I would say go for it.
Number.
Nothing wrong with it. Women date older men, so why not men date older women? Go for it while you are still able to at your age if he's interested in you.
Not wrong, but not great.
As yourself if roles were reversed, would it be okay?
If you're trying to not seek criticism, then stop posting photos of you two together.
I wouldn't comment on how it looks to me, honestly, I'm indifferent. But also consider the fact that a 25-year-old pursuing you doesn't try to take advantage of you in any way, monetary, or use your feelings, or use you just for sex or something. Also consider that he might have issues. I'd say the same thing if the genders were reversed. When I was in my teenage and early 20s, I used to like men that much older, but I did have issues. So it will come out at some point, and you might have to deal with it. Then, think of how it would be if he dumps you all of a sudden for someone closer to his age. Just consider all these things, and this is a general evaluation. He might not have most of these problems and might be a better person. There are people primarily attracted to people that much older than them. All the best to you.
Yes.
Bro, WTF do you think? Can't be that slow. So, you're chasing someone that could be your child. If you didn't know that it is wrong, you wouldn't be asking here.
That's like dating your son. Creepy is the least offensive word I would use. Predatory is the proper word to use in reality. Imagine a situation where it reversed. The condemnation would be like monsoon rain. Why should you get a pass?
Okay, everyone bookmark this post, just as a reminder so that when an older guy dates a younger girl and everyone calls him a stalker, weirdo, psycho, serial killer, axe murderer, Nazi, Hitler-loving rapist, we have this thread to refer to as evidence of the ridiculous double standard that exists.
It's only wrong if they are underage.
If you're cool with the age gap, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. People act like their partner has to have the exact same era of pop culture knowledge or it can't possibly work, when it's actually interesting to find out a bunch of cool new stuff you didn't know existed. On both sides.
Good for the both of you. I'd be surprised if there isn't already a rising trend of young men choosing older women, simply because it's a damn struggle meeting women who are interested in letting men be men and women be women and just living in harmony and mutual respect without always being in competition. Y'all have fun.
As long as you know that it won't turn into a long-term relationship and marriage, then go for it. You have the experience, he has the stamina.
I'm a 36-year-old woman and couldn't even look at a 25-year-old boy. They look like teens. The power differential is real even if you're just friends. Just get over it. He's a baby and needs to be able to grow and learn in life outside of you. It's predatory, I get. That he can make his own choices. And whatnot, but his prefrontal cortex may not even be fully developed yet, so his choices should be viewed in a grown-up light here, not a 25-year-old light.
Those people judging you and making comments are jealous, and your mom is right. Have fun.
Inappropriate. Why do men not look for women their own age instead of women old enough to be their children? Incredibly weird.
I work days, and he works nights. He makes it a point to TXT me in the AM. He asked to spend time with me. To give a little background, we are just really compatible. Hez from Chicago, and I'm from Indy. Neither one of us interferes with the other's life. We just hook up. Have fun. No strings attached. People ask me if he has mental issues. Just seems unfair.
I'd be more worried that you're dating at work. I tell this to dudes too. Lyle, you have a plethora of other social ways to meet guys. Why make the place you hive to go for 40 hours a week and interact with them the place to find love? If y'all break up, that's gonna drama in there and now you're stuck looking at them until someone quits. Just keep that in mind. I just keep my ability to make money and my emotional side separate. Mixing the two almost always ends badly and causes problems in one if not both facets of one's life. The age gap is whatever.
I tried this similar age range, ex-coworker. We lasted a couple years exclusively. It only works for so long, then one or both of you will have to deal with the emotional aspect if it lasts too long. My advice would be to take your test drive and leave it at that. Chances are he's just horny anyway. Because if he was getting it elsewhere he wouldn't pursue you as much. Basically one of both of you have to be okay with just using each other, because unless you're his future wife this will be a FWB situation that only lasts until he finds someone closer to his age willing to do the same consistently. That or he wants someone he can go at it with without a condom.
Nothing wrong here. I dated a woman 20 years older than me before and it was fine. No issues or weird vibes. Listen to your mom and enjoy your life equals.
You are two adults. If you two are happy, then enjoy it.
Not really.
I personally don't think it's wrong, but be sure she's not just in it for the cash.
If you two are happy, enjoy it. Who cares what others think? They have no authority over either of your lives.
Just be prepared he might treat you like shit later on. I find younger guys think, oh, she's desperate. She'll do anything to inflate my ego. Hopefully he's not an asshole.
Anyone who has a problem with such a thing is coming from a place of bitterness and jealousy. It's no one else's business.
Don't listen to what anyone else says about age. If you get along and have fun, that's all that matters.
No, it's but wrong, but society likes its norms, and whenever people go out of those boundaries, people feel like, screw them, seek discomfort, and enjoy.
Don't worry about what anybody else thinks about this.
How much money do you have?
Have fun and screw what anyone else thinks, lol.
Get at it, brother.
Apparently he's a pedophile if Reddit has anything to say about this. Man face bombing, man shrugging. Even if she's of 100% legal age, Reddit will still creep shame older men dating younger women. OBTW, it's not your fault even if you approached and sought out an older man purposefully, you were still taken advantage of somehow, man shrugging. How dare older men seek out younger women when they're perfectly well above the legal age limit?
Nowhere in my post did I say we were dating.
To each their own. There is no wrong.
Nope.
Because a 26-year-old man or woman brings with them a set of morals and thoughts and capacities that makes them an individual adult, and you should know better. You should also know that taking the effort any time to browse an app, find a thread you had nothing to do with creating, and talk poorly on a relationship when you don't know the people involved makes you look like you don't have anything else better going in your own life.
I wish I had the similar experiences as you do. I like young guys.
Short answer, yup, for a variety of valid reasons. Well, maybe not as wrong as it is stupid.
Large age gaps like that are generally frowned upon. If you have any authority over him at work, then it's an imbalance of power and you need to stop seeing him. If he's from a different department or something, then it should be fine. Just see if your work has anything about coworkers dating. I guess also consider the kind of relationship you want. If you're cool with just being casual, then I guess go for it.
I'm 25 and a 56-year-old coworker hit on me and basically let me know he liked me in that way, and it grossed me out and was very creepy to me. My mom is that exact age, 56. It bothered me so much I went to HR and all they did was spoke to him about it, but I'm not at that job anymore, thankfully. If the age gap doesn't bother you, then I guess it doesn't matter, but it's still weird in my opinion.
Just put the question a different way. Is it okay for someone with a high IQ to date someone with a low IQ? Seems like one might be taking advantage of the other. Or someone most people would consider handsome or beautiful dating someone most would consider unattractive. Again, just something to think about. And then there are 50-year-olds that look and act like they are 80 and vice versa. And 25-year-olds that act like 15. Judge away. But lucky in the US at least we have a little freedom.
If you're a hetero, either you're a cougar or a manther. If you're gay, then it's normal, lol.
Very wrong.
Deleted.
Legally, no. Morally, probably. If the person you are currently dating was your age when you were born, then it's kind of weird. However, if you guys have stuff in common, enjoy each other, or have fun, then it really doesn't matter what people say.
Not wrong or creepy, don't listen to people here. Most are bitter and live the life of a real human mole. Enjoy your life. It will be all over before you know it. You're not wrong. You're an adult. He's an adult. So you have an age difference. You like his experience in life and his maturity. He enjoys you. So I don't see any problem. Go have fun, and Merry Christmas.
Stop giving a flying FCK about what other people think. That will be the beginning of freeing you from unnecessary stress.
I am in my 50s, run into all kinds of people at work and school for a casual relationship. This would not bother me at all. It is hard enough to find people you really like. I have these hopes or expectations, but if I meet someone I really like, distance and age won't matter much. The place where it would matter is if a woman wants to get married, have kids, and it turns out we are not a match. As soon as I realized, I would bow out. I agree with your mom. Enjoy it and to hell with what other people think.
Nope. Have fun.
She's open-minded, so why not? Don't buy him stuff, but have fun.
Imagine how toxic the comments would be if it's a 53-year-old man and 25-year-old woman law.
What's the best way to approach trying hooking up with 40 plus and I'm 31?
Not wrong at all. People are just jealous.
Hell no, get it, I'm 70, my girl's 48.
It's all fun and games till his dick stops working.
I wouldn't do the sharing of pictures part. But if you're having fun with that 53-yo and it doesn't collide with your morals, religious conviction, that is, you have fanny, then go for it, sure.
Usually when men get with women that much younger, it's usually not 'cause they are deeply in love. It's usually because of the physical aspect of things. Or there is usually a power imbalance between the two. I think that's why society looks down on age. Gap relationships. For me, I think you can date whomever you want, but just keep in mind that just because you enjoy being with him now, it won't mean you will still want to be with him by the time you are 45 and him at 73. You can't grow old with someone who is already old.
I know a couple who married with a 20-year age gap. You're not even looking for marriage, so I'd say just live your life. He's an adult who can make his own choices. He can still start a family in 10 years if he wanted, as long as it's fun and no one is pressuring. The other, I don't see it as wrong.
Legal is legal, and you have your mom's blessing to boot. Nothing wrong here.
It's all about compatibility.
No, you are both adults.
You're both adults, so have fun.
I have zero issues with age gaps. People who say that are just jealous. It can work honestly. People can bring different things to the relationship from different ages.
Nope, both people are consenting adults. Fine as long as there is nothing dishonest or illegal going on and the two people are happy together. I'm only attracted to guys much older than me and date with a minimum 15-year age gap. The oldest guy that I dated as a teenager was in his 60s.
Just be worried that you are both in different stages of your life. Otherwise, have a blast.
Did the young person pursue the older person? Is everyone cool with this only lasting a couple of years? At most, does either person feel sexualized or fetishized?
When I was 30, I dated a 50-year-old guy, had a great time together, and when I was 23, I met with a 17-year-old for a few months. Lot of fun. Why not if everybody involved enjoys it?
Legally, no. Morally, if you are just having casual sex, that's fine. But a full-blown relationship might seem a bit creepy, tbh.
Speaking as a man, I don't find the 25 meters with 5'3" as creepy as to 5F and 53M. But on the other hand, if you said 35F with 6'3M, I wouldn't think anything of it. I must be weird.
To date, I think it'd be super weird and ultimately would be about sex anyways. To just have fun with sexually, I still think it's weird, but have your fun and be safe. Just realize that things likely will never move past sexual fun.
You're not really dating if you're not looking for marriage or a relationship. You're friends with benefits. People will judge the age gap. Obviously, it's not illegal. You're to consenting adults, safety first, and have fun.
No.
Yes.
It's not weird till you have a three-way with his little sister.
This is very unusual, especially because you're both not looking for a relationship or marriage, and he is more than double your age. The way you're discussing this situation is really gross and immature.
Do you girl, God bless you. He is grown and can make his own decisions.
Baseline yellow flag. Granted, it's not like being within a close age difference can be that big of a factor for compatibility. Either, shrug.
No, that's two adults right there.
It's a bit weird, but I feel like a lot people on Reddit hear someone's in their 20s and just infantilizes them. 25 isn't a child and can make their choices.
I don't see anything wrong with it. It is unusual though. As long as both parties are aware of what the expectations are, live your life. But if you're going to share the receipts, don't be surprised if other people voice an opinion.
Consenting adults can do whatever tea if they want. Enjoy yourself.
I see no issue with it.
WTF do you care what anyone thinks?
It's weird.
Don't let us tell you what is and isn't okay with this. She's well past the age of consent. If she was 18 it would be gross but not wrong. 25, zero issues.
Watch the movie The Rebound with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Love is blind, so long as there is respect and consent.
If you're happy, who cares? Just be happy, live your life.
Yes.